A berth to the Super Bowl at stake here in the conference championship. What more needs to be said? No doubt one of these players will leave the field a hero with his focus squarely on winning that Super Bowl trophy. It's the Rams going up against the Panthers.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
And, Charles, despite this list of key inactives that we see here, they've obviously still been pretty successful.
Give everyone credit for this one because, to me, when that happens, key guys are out, the next man steps up and plays well, but that starts with the organization itself, all the way through. No excuses for guys being out, finding guys who are capable backups who can step up and play when they need them, and we've seen the results of that. This team knows how to work through things.
Out of the gun now on third down. He finds Quick. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making...
And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Coney Ely in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the... So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And there's a flag on the field. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Holding offense. Still first down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Defense.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time they coughed it up. led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner, and usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Austin's got it left side. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
1 quarter down, 3 to go on the road to the Super Bowl. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
Gurley again here on 1st down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 2nd down following the run.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. The intended receiver, Tavon Austin. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll look to throw. Got his man over the middle. This is quick. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the 1st. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
No gain, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
It's complete to Britt. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating 1st downs and moving the ball downfield.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Here's Gurley. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came.
And he's got his target. It's Austin for the Rams touchdown. Tavon Austin. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys are going to... field. Here comes Los Angeles. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they got 29 yards there. And it'll be a Los Angeles first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away, but the bottom line is that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K'Wan Short in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. They come out here in the eye. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air it out deep, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, L.A. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They'll look to throw here. Dumps it off to Gurley. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Mason on the taunts. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Lance. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back.
And the ball is knocked out. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they are going to set up shop at the 32. Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion. We'll return with more after this. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll pitch it back to Gurley. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The Rams offense now. They get set and head back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught here left side by Brett. The 20, 10, touchdown LA. Kenny Brett with touchdown number 8 on. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Now they run. It's Mason. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Now it's Gurley. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Gurley. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley with touchdown. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. On the ground again, it's Mason. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a third and about 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.